pretty. And we're
Everyone enjoys getting out on the town for some live music. And there's nothing like going backstage and down the hall for a VIP pass to the inside information and interviews with the band,
I forgot.
singers, and songwriters that you enjoy. Welcome to All Around Town Radio.
Working for the weekend, and I wanna see a show. I flip on the book of face. Yeah, I know where to go. There's a man on there into the music scene, showing lots of love for the community. With great advice, I know who I should go see.
Who's that?
So,
Round Town Radio.
That's where I go for the latest band info.
Round Town Radio.
Show. What is it?
All Around Town Radio.
Show.
Hello,
Karis.
Hello, Scott.
Oh, you said that different today.
Hello, Scott.
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 I like it when you put that Canadian accent on. Hey, were you a fan of Gordon Lightfoot being from Canada? No. Okay. All right.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, he died yesterday.
I did. I'm
Yeah,
sorry for his family.
That is sad.
Always.
I saw Gordon Lightfoot not a few years ago. They rolled him out on stage basically on a cart. Literally, like they wheeled him out there, stood him up. He sang so beautifully. It was a beautiful night out under the stars. It was an outdoor show.
Oh,
And
we'll fancy that because of our topic.
Segue. It was an outdoor show.
Do you all see what he did right there? See this fucking piece of hair right here?
That's a
like
nice
that.
stash. It is. Nice stash you got going. Are you sucking that up a nostril or what are you doing?
No, it's just
What is she doing, people?
It won't go anywhere.
All right. Yeah. Well, I'm going to get back to Gordon Lightfoot because we were laying in the grass under the stars. You really didn't want to watch him because he was really pale looking and stuff and very old, but he sang beautifully. And it was a great night outside in the beautiful outdoors.
The beautiful outdoors. Not like today. It is not beautiful today outdoors.
Ohio sucks this past week. It does. And I'm debuting on a patio tomorrow.
It's literally
patio.
Just Monday. So like when you say this week, you're not really giving them much of a chance to
I don't know. I'm just kind of saying, well, for the past 4 or 5 days, it's been crap.
It hasn't been crap.
It hasn't been very nice.
What's it supposed to be like?
Who's here? Tomorrow, they're saying it's going to be maybe upper 50s and halfway decent. So I'll take that.
Let me see. Oh, so 58 tomorrow.
Okay.
36 at night.
That's winter. It's winter. Hi, Kevin. Kevin is here. Ed Sawicki is here. How you doing, Ed? Say hi to us, folks. Let us know you're out there. We'd love to hear from you as we build an audience here for this wonderful Hot Topic Tuesday.
Welcome to Hot Topic Tuesday, everybody.
Hey, you know what? You want to do it today? You got your radio voice today?
Let me do it.
Toy Hobbs is here. Let me throw something up on the screen here, and you repeat after me. Go ahead.
Disclaimer, the views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of our sponsors or any entities they represent.
Boom. That was really nice.
Thank you.
If you ever want to do voiceover work, I've got work for you.
Hi, you've reached
not that kind of voice. 1-900 Karis.
My bad.
Sorry, we were getting a little out of hand there. Hi, Glenn. Toy Hobbs from Rockstar. Don Hudson from Second Wind in the house.
Don Hudson.
Butch Snyder. How are you, Butch? 0 Hour in the house. Chris Coondog Cooney. Coondog. You know who Chris is? Chris is the upright bass player.
Oh.
That was at your place not too long ago. Yeah.
Hence his picture.
Yeah. Hence the picture. Yes. And Gina McCann has joined us with a beautiful picture of Gina and Tim. That's good.
Oh, they're the sweetest.
Gina says it's depressing out. It is. It's terrible. This weather, summer needs to get here.
We're going to fill your hearts with joy and judgment now. So just don't worry.
That's a great slogan for this show. We fill your hearts with joy and judgment. Welcome.
What's happening, Dave Wade? I was just texting with you, buddy.
Why do you get ahead of me? Kevin Cooper's here.
Because you're slow and I'm fast.
That's what. Never mind. Jim McCarthy. How you doing, Jim? I'll leave that one alone. I'll leave that alone. I'm old. Loving the new Facebook ad. Thank you, Jim, for that. What are you sniffing, girl?
I'm not blowing that stupid piece of hair.
You know what you need? You need a big fan, like a high-powered fan in front of you to do these shows so your hair just blows in the breeze the entire time. It'd look like you were doing bandioki or something. Hi, Carolyn. Thank you for being here. Jim Kilroy. My screen keeps flashing. It's driving me crazy. It's like glitching.
Why is it gross? Butch, joy and judgment. He says joy and judgment gross.
Butch said that? Hi, Butch. Thanks. Scotty Long in the house. He said perfection. Man, I've got to get through these comments, but we need to get started today. The topic today, so would you say hot?
The hot topic today.
The hot topic today is outdoor music events, how they affect the indoor venues, and how they affect the musicians. Because first of all, I did an outdoor event 2 days over the weekend, and I already Thursday, I was just done. My Thursday show, I had no voice. And I got out in that pollen and stuff on Friday and Saturday, and I thought I was going to die outside. And that's just one thing the musicians go through is the vocal stuff. But we're going to talk about hot and cold and rain and cold and rain and whatever it's doing outside. What do you got,
Tom
Karis?
Parsons? Can we talk about Saturday night for a second?
Yeah, talk about it.
With Under the Sun? Well, first of all, Saturday was like the longest day ever because we had that awesome bike ride as well.
Right.
The poker run. So like we cooked breakfast and served breakfast at 8 a.m. for them. Oh, well, we were there at 8 a.m. and like prepping and everything. And then it was like packed. And then we had a line up at the door for Saturday night at like 9 till about 11 to get in for Under the Sun.
I heard they were phantasmic.
I can't even comprehend how good they are. It's ridiculous. It's literally ridiculous. It's like you're at a rock concert with all your favorite rock songs. It's so cool.
Yes. Is Tom in Under the Sun? He is.
Yeah. It's his profile picture. It's such a good picture that Ed took.
Did Ed take? Ed takes a lot of profile. You know, a lot of people use Ed's pictures.
I know.
And you know, one thing I'm going to say too, don't crop Ed's logo out of your picture. Let people know who took that fantastic picture. I see people crop them, and that's wrong.
I would hope they're not
Cropping
doing it
is
on
wrong.
purpose.
Cropping is wrong. No, I'm not. And I'm not talking about Tom, because when you put it in that little circle on the book of face, it oftentimes crops itself. But I see people post those pictures sometimes, and they crop Ed out, and it's not nice.
No, it's not.
It's not nice. Hi, Marie. Butch, mind in the gutter.
Hi, Steve.
Okay. Steve, good day.
Dewey. Oh,
Good
Dewey,
day.
you should have been there the week before. Oof. For the
What'd you oof about?
because it was so busy the week before as well. It was just lineups. There've been lineups pretty much every Saturday for a while, which is a great thing. But Saturday was just crazy. It was so much fun.
Everywhere I was packed as well. It was.
I know. I
nuts.
think everybody was dying to get out and have some fun.
Scotty Long has a volume here. He's written the Oprah book. Hang on, let me read this. Okay. Yeah, well, that's true. Anybody that tries to pull off an outdoor show, or not venue necessarily, even people that try to do it in their cul-de-sac and those kind of things. I know a band that plays that every year, and they always get noise complaints. It happens. Yes. And then they take the venue to court. Wow. That's bad. It's not nice. Not nice. So let's talk about this. There's a lot of things that go into this. And Karis, I want your opinion first of all. Let's just kick it off. Let's show your judgment and opinion. What do outdoor shows do to you? You're an indoor venue.
We're not. I mean, it hurts us because we're just not a summer bar. We're more of an indoor winter bar. I think we have a great patio, but we also don't have that stage. So, we can't really compete with that. So it definitely hurts us.
And, what I've noticed, even, and I was there the past few weeks at the Jam, and when it was nice out, it was the first few of those bike nights at a lot of places and all that. Your crowd still got really big, but they weren't there the entire time. They were late.
Yes. So that's the only benefit is like I cross my fingers that they go to the bike night and then they come after. So it's just a later start. And on the weekends, I kind of hope for the same, but unfortunately, sometimes the noise curfew is a little up. So that's why we lose it, because usually they can play till 11 and most people are going to stay outdoors till 11. But I've got some things in the works to, perhaps make this work for the B&B.
The B&B. That'd be awesome. But yeah, I've noticed that all the indoor venues, and I guess you can look at it this way, you reap the benefit all winter long. Right. Of the indoor. It's kind of a trade-off in a way, because some of those venues that are specifically outdoor venues have little small insides and things. And I use Heather's here as an example. Heather has her window of basically 1st of May through November. Right. And that's all she's got. And other than that, she's got a coffee shop there in a smaller little area, but she can't have bands or do any of that stuff. So it's hard.
It's if I'm going to have that, if I'm going to have the trade, I mean, if I'm going to have it one way, that's the way that I got it, is how I want it. But it is tough. It's this me who's like, I just look at everything, every little detail. And I'm just like, oh, just, you see numbers drop because and there's nothing you can really do about it. You know what I mean? So you're just like,
except do a rain dance. Yeah. You can do a rain dance in your parking lot.
Exactly. Just like rain every Thursday, Friday, Saturday night. But I don't want that. I want everybody to do well, but at the same time, it's tough and I don't like it, but it is what it is.
Well, and let's get a musicians. And I tried again. I posted on the page today. If you want to join us on the show today, we'd love to hear from you. Everybody's afraid to come on. We need people that want to come on the show and talk about this. They're afraid
to come on, but then they get on here and start commenting, acting like we don't invite them. Little silly bitches.
Bitches. I knew you were going to say that. Where is my button? I guess you can say that. You're allowed to say that, right?
Bitches isn't a swear word.
You don't think so?
No.
Oh, this is so much fun with you. So we are talking about, if you're just joining the show, and thank you for joining us today. We appreciate you. We've already lost 4 people, so they're like, this is a boring topic. We're out of here. But if you are joining us, we're talking about outdoor venues and musicians playing outdoors. Is it good? Is it bad? Is it tough?
Tom wanted to join. Tom, can you call in?
Where's Tom?
He said he was messaging us to get on. I didn't see that.
No, I didn't see it either. If you did, I missed it. So, Tom, you can call us. You can call in via phone if you'd like.
Sure.
And you can chat that way if you want. I can give you the number here if you'd like to call in.
He said,
let me know. Did he say sure?
Yeah.
All right. Phone number, Tom, is 937-479-5839. 937-479-5839 into the studio. 937-479-5839. In fact, I've got a banner. I could put it up there. Watch us get all these phone calls now. Where is it? Right there. Call in now. 937-479-5839. Isn't that a cute picture of me, Karis?
You're adorable.
No, thank you. You're the only person that said that to me in years. All right, let's see if Tom's going to call in. If he is, I've got to get this set up on the old board here.
With Crimers and the Blue Note so close to each other, they always book the same bands. I'm willing to bet the weather can determine attendance at both venues. Well, the weather can determine you're right, Dewey, and the weather can determine the attendance on. And I think that, to me, as a band being booked outdoors is like, are we actually going to play? I mean, it's nerve-wracking, I would imagine. And it's nerve-wracking for the venue. Because it's either you're going to have a really, really good night or you're going to have a really, really shit night. Hi.
Hi, Tom. You're on
how
the air. Hello, Tom. Can you hear us now, Tom? Come in, Tom.
Tom, can you hear us?
Ground control to Major Tom.
Ground control to Major Tom.
I'm trying. It says his call failed.
Was it something we said?
Let me try to call him back. There we go. I'll call Tom back.
No. On the rare occasion where everything aligns.
Hey, we got Tom on the air. Hi, Tom.
Hello. How's everybody doing?
Good.
Hi,
How are you?
I'm doing well. Very well.
What's your thought on this topic, man? What's your thought on this topic today on playing outdoors?
Well, we have some great shows at the Crimers River Bar over in Miami town. We love playing that place. Those are definitely our best outdoor shows.
Okay. I like that place. I mean, I love it too. I mean, it's a wonderful venue outside. It's beautiful.
I will say that, it is, the weather affected some of our gigs in the past. We've had to cancel because bad weather has come in, and that really sets us off. It's never fun to cancel a show. But we've also had, last year we had a storm come in. We were completely set up. Our sound man did an excellent job of bringing tarps, and we had everything ready for it. We knew it wasn't going to last long. So we covered everything, and it was unbelievable because we had probably, it was an early crowd showed up, even before sound check, and they all hung out through the rain underneath these tables and umbrellas, and we were just blown away by it. We have such a great fan base. We love all of them, and it's incredible to get this kind of support from the city. Playing these cover songs that we all love. But yeah, when it works out, it's fantastic. When it doesn't, it can be a real pain in the butt.
I heard Bob said he can't hear him online. Is everybody else hearing?
That was an old comment. Can you guys hear Tom?
I hope you're all hearing Tom. Yeah, no, we're good, Tom. I think I'm so far behind in the comments here. It's not funny.
I would say though, most of the time I would say that the percentage of shows that happen are more than not. And when you do have a really good outdoor show, that's being outside in the middle of the summer on a nice summer evening, listening to music. You can't really beat that. You know what I mean? I hate to say it because I don't have it, but you can't really beat it.
Tom, do you ever have equipment troubles? Steve just posted about guitar players and tuning issues with humidity and all that. Do you ever find you run into, like equipment troubles out there? And I'm glad, I'm also glad to hear you say your sound man was prepared, because I see a lot of bands do outdoor shows, and when it's rain blows in, they're like, uh-oh, we don't even have a tarp, and that's bad.
Yeah. We've learned the hard way. We've made those mistakes in the past, and we all try to come prepared now. But it can be difficult, when it's really hot outside. The equipment, will sweat just like we do, and it's not good for it. Some of it can overheat. We've had issues with that before. Guitars can get kind of wonky. Tuning issues, like someone else said.
Yeah, Steve just said humidity equals sticky fingers and guitar necks. So,
which makes it tough. It does,
no doubt.
Yeah, I'll put that one up. And
also, you have to stay very hydrated.
Yes,
I've had issues where, like, I've been playing and singing and literally am seeing stars, and I'm like, uh-oh. I better settle down here for a second. Cramping, if you're not drinking enough and stuff, it really can wipe you out.
Well, and I'm going to give a little situation I ran into a couple summers ago. I was at Heather's here in Springboro, and Spongeworthy, a big band locally. Everybody loves them. They were playing there. And it was interesting because It's under tents. The patio is all covered by big, giant, like circus tents, pretty safe. And this storm came in and it rained so hard that there was a river running through the bar. Well, everybody's scrambling to help the band. Even they're undercover, but to get their guitar pedals and all that off the floor because the water was flowing over them. I mean, it was all of a sudden this flash flood happened under the tents in the bar. And so the next week, I've got to give Heather credit. Her dad's out there building stage, and they raised the stage up about a foot, and it's eliminated that problem. But you can still have the river flowing through the place if you're not careful. And just an example of people trying to improvise and make do and make it work. But Tom, you guys had a great weekend, I understand, planned. Throw a shameless plug in for your band since you've joined us today.
Oh, man, we so enjoyed playing last Saturday. It was a fantastic group of people. Love the Bell and the Bear. What can I say? Ceris, you treat us right, and I hope we return the favor by performing well for you and bringing in a nice group. And it's just awesome what you've created there, and it's we're just really just thrilled to be a part of it. And we have a gig in July at your place.
I know.
Speaking of this weather stuff, so
we're gonna make it work.
Let's see.
Let's
see. I think we're gonna do well. I think it's just a matter of sometimes people get tired of being out in the heat. So
yeah,
I know this doesn't help my business too much, but even if nobody shows up, I'll just sit there and listen to y'all. So it's fine. I don't even care.
Karis, don't you think it's an early in the season issue too? Everybody's dying to get outside. They're itching to go to these, outdoor events, bike nights, concerts in the park, all that stuff. And
June's slow. July picks up, and then August, beginning of August, August itself kind of starts to slow down again because they know they're coming to an end. It is what it is, but I don't think we're going to have a problem. There's some people just really like really good music. And so they're going to come for the really good music, good vibes and good music. If it's not as busy, who cares? It's good tunes.
Glenn mentioned Blue Note earlier, and I've been to the Blue Note a couple times for outdoor events and some fundraisers and things that have been outside. It's an interesting thing to go to that big venue and then see them set up outside, and it actually works. I mean, it's you're out there. The only thing you have to deal with, and people talk about it all the time. Even I went to a Billy Joel show down at the Great American Ballpark, and he swallowed a bug while he was singing because the lights attract all these bugs, and he's up there hacking this bug up on stage because, swatting at them and everything else. That's an issue. I mean, when you're outdoors like that in a damp environment, the mosquitoes are eating you alive. The bands have a lot to deal with when it's an outdoor show, and the production guys even more so to be prepared for those pop-up summer thunderstorms and such. Are out. Some people just loathe playing outdoors. I mean, Heath made a comment a minute ago about it, saying that he's the chubby guy. He doesn't like to play outside, but it gets hot. It does. And outdoor shows can be tough that way. Crickets.
I bring a change of clothes.
Smart. He's prepared.
I change shirts for every set. You have to almost. It's literally like you've just been doused with a bucket of water after every set. So it makes it better that way.
I love Doug's comment there. He said Crimers has the best tasting bugs on stage. Ate a few last year. I love it. Love it.
I haven't been there yet.
Tom, anything else you want to add today about playing outside?
Thanks, Gina and Steve.
I don't know if Tom.
No, I don't think I have anything else other than it's just it can be great. It can be fantastic as long as the rain stays away. I don't care about the heat. I can deal with the heat. It's the rain that really destroys the show.
Tom, we certainly appreciate you being here today, man. Thanks for calling in. We appreciate the musician's point of view on this as we talk about outdoor events and outdoor music events. So, Tom, we'll tell everybody go follow Under the Sun.
Please, everybody, go
Awesome.
see Under the Sun. You will not regret it.
Oh, thank you. I'm blushing, Karis.
I'm blushing too, but it's my blood pressure.
Bye, Tom.
See you, Tom. Thanks, man. Bye-bye. All right. We got Tom off here from Under the Sun.
Have you spoken to Greg before, Greg Skinner?
I haven't. I don't know. I can't remember.
God, he's such a nice human.
I want to talk about Dave Shore's comment. Now, Dave Shores has done outdoor shows his whole life. He's a great production guy. He's worked with some of the biggest companies in the country. And he runs a place called Stubbs Park now where he does events there in Centerville, Ohio. And it's an outdoor amphitheater and it's a beautiful hillside and all that. And he said his case of tarps will be on their way to the park next week. So he's prepared as well. And I can't emphasize that enough. Be prepared, because there is no time to cover your equipment when it starts just absolutely monsooning outside sideways. And that's what usually ends up happening at these type of events. Karis, there are a ton of outdoor shows in the Cincinnati metro area coming. Yeah. 4th of July, it's like 90s weekend. I mean, they're bringing all these big bands, national bands in and all that. How does that turn a little twist for you? Do you kind of slow things down that weekend and just say, look, these people are going to be going to this. We're just going to kind of minimally slide through it? Or do you try to go, as they say, balls to the wall and get your crowd in there too?
Well, I can't remember. I do my booking way before these shows come out. So I think most of the times I try to, book, not as big, like smaller bands, because I know it's usually going to be super dead, like just bands that aren't quite expensive. I also find if there's a cover, people aren't going to come usually like in the summer, as like when there are big shows. So you try to avoid that. Equally extremely talented bands, which is another thing, a completely different topic there, that just because no matter what they charge doesn't necessarily mean that they're better than somebody who doesn't charge quite as much. Yeah, it's all about planning. And I know there's certain weekends that are slow because I look back on my last year numbers and the numbers before. And so I'll book accordingly. But there are times, and I did it this year in January, which is supposed to be kind of like a slow month. I said, screw it. I went balls to the wall in January and booked like big bands. And it worked.
It did. I will attest to that.
So
it worked.
There is something, but summer is different. Summer is very, very different.
Yeah, summer's, and it's so unpredictable. That's the other thing, I think. And if you have a one night where the temperature drops down and people are like, oh, I'm not going outside, because when you get acclimated to 80 degrees and it drops into the 60s, they're like, okay, we're going inside. You can get slammed too and not be ready for it in some ways. So you hope you're ready. I'm looking at all the comments here. Don Hudson says an advantage playing outside offers playing to the masses. Yeah, when you're playing Taste of Cincinnati or something like that, I mean, my God, it's huge. 150,000 people and such. That's an opportunity for a band. And there's Dave Wade chiming in. And
what is Kevin Cooper? Can you explain your comment?
Hang on, I'll get it up there. I'm looking at Dave Wade there.
I just don't think I don't understand it. What does that mean? Like, you're saying that the slow weekend, some venues will hold the low draw against the band, though?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, then they don't know what they're doing. No. And also, no. Well, not me, Kevin.
And Don says church festivals huge in this town. They're massive. Yeah. And what's funny is there's really only one or two up north here in the Dayton area that draw like that. But Cincinnati, it seems like every weekend, especially fall time, man, it's Saint something. I mean, it's Saint Come to the Bar Festival or something. I mean, it's always Saint Xavier, Saint this. Those festivals are rolling through there right and left. And I'm looking at Kevin's explanation there. Yeah.
Yeah. That's too bad, though, because honestly, venues and bookings, I mean, if they're not doing their homework, I mean, you don't want to do business for those people anyways, Kevin, because they're not doing their homework. That's just silliness. You come home to me. I got you.
And Dewey said he'd love to hear Melissa Singer Reed speak on performing in the elements. She always sounds great. And yeah, I've seen Melissa struggle with her vocals at times, and she pushes through it really well. But there, when she's not feeling well or whatever, I've seen her do that indoors. But those outdoor gigs are great. They are. They're fantastic. Like Kara says, who doesn't like being out under the stars and those kind of things? The cold also affects you. I mean, it does.
Yeah, Steve wrote that.
Yeah. And, I've seen like Heather does up here by me outdoors under the tent, Christmas in Springboro, and Vinyl Countdown last year played. And I mean, when they're singing, you can see their breath in the tent. It's cold. It is. It's tough, and it's hard for players to make it sound right and so on. What's Banks got to say? Let's see. Yeah, for you, the light guy, it's tough outdoors because you get the wind, your hazer doesn't work well for you, and those kind of things. It's a whole different production element outside than it is indoors.
Mark Bransford as well had a comment because he's sound. He said, "Love mixing outdoor shows, assuming the PA is adequate. No room acoustics to deal with." That's
true. As long as you got enough power. That's right. Throttle up, Mark Bransford. Throttle up. And Randy Eldred also does sound. He said, makes you nervous when you have so much invested in equipment that can be damaged by a storm. Man, and you can have tarps and all that.
How does it affect your voice, Dave Wade? We played the Bengals in 20-degree weather. How does that, is it tough to sing in that weather? I got to imagine.
I'm finishing Randy's comment here.
Sorry.
Yeah, and Randy's right. I mean, the other thing that can happen there is just the summertime storms can be vicious. I mean, you get a 60-mile-an-hour wind, you better have those tarps tied down on top of your equipment, or they'll end up flying, and then you're wet, and it's no fun. And Dave Wade, I saw that show where you guys were doing the Bengals tailgate in 20-degree weather. That's insane.
Yeah,
but it worked. There was a lot of people there. They were partying, and Jim McCarthy says there's a lot to be said for air conditioning. Yes, absolutely. So anything else you got for this topic, Karis? It just kind of popped up on the radar today, but it's a real prevalent thing this time of year. And I always hear indoor venue owners start to complain about it. Oh, these bike nights, everything's killing me, these outdoor shows. And, another thing that I want to mention before we get into something else here, I want to mention something that amazes me is communities always say, we want to support our business. Okay. I'm sure Montgomery wants to support you. They want you to be there. They want your business in their town and such. But I see certain communities who go into direct competition with these venues that are in their community that support live local music year round. And in the summertime, all of a sudden that support goes out the door, and it's like we're doing everything we can do to promote and fill our little amphitheater up with people. And we're going to have live music here every Tuesday and every Friday and this and that. That hurts because they're all free shows, most of them.
Yeah, it hurts. And our only saving grace, I guess, for Fridays is that Blue Ashes, due to construction, aren't going to have their Friday shows. So that helps us.
Right. And isn't it weird how that's dependent on weird things like that? I know Springboro here by me, they're doing Tuesday night concerts now. They're doing Friday night concerts in the park. And then they opened an area that's, and this is another one, is they've got green space at a little mall area where Warp Wing is. And the people on the patio at Warp Wing is reaping the benefit. And I'm not dogging on them. They're reaping the benefit of people playing in this little green space outside. It draws people, and they don't pay for it. The city pays for it.
Put up Mark Bransford. He's got this has not yet been brought up today, and that's a really good point.
Oh yeah, that's excellent, Mark. Thank you for that. I didn't even think about that. That's good. Yeah.
Because and that's what I'm like. People were like, I mean, there's some musicians that won't play outdoor shows because of this reason, also because it hurts their throat or whatever. But you're missing out on some serious cash. Yeah,
especially these solo acts that people are putting on the patio in the summer. You can get a lot of gigs that way. You can work a lot of places if you don't mind being hot. And,
we all take the risk, absolutely. So is it fair that the venue pays, even though they're losing as well? I don't know. I don't think so. I think it's a risk on both sides. If you're willing to take the gig for an outdoor show and the venue's willing to book, I feel like you both just kind of pay the price.
Yeah. And Dave Wade said they have a weather clause in all their contracts. I'm sure they do. Melissa knows how to dot the I's.
That's Dave
and
Shores.
cross the T's. And,
That's
was
Dave
it?
Shores.
Oh, I thought it was Dave Wade. Sorry. See how my eyes are working today? Glenn says Pullman Lanes can do both. Yeah. The Blue Note, there's a lot of venues that have that ability to say, we've booked an outdoor show, but if the weather looks like crap for the night, we're going to move it indoors. That's awesome. If you can do that, that's a great thing. And, I worked at an outdoor venue for many years around here, and it did summer shows there. And, man, the weather could hurt you. It could really hurt you. Now, the nice thing there is most of them were pre-sale, so they made the money. But sometimes the show didn't go on till late. What else you see? Any other comments there?
I like Dave Wade's comment.
He doesn't like weather clauses.
I don't know if I do. I mean, I feel like both parties are getting screwed.
Well, Kevin says 50% is fair. That's a whole negotiation thing. And we always go down that rabbit hole with this show sometimes about cost and pay, but that's between the band and the venue. And I know the major nationals all have weather clauses, and they do,
right,
and that kind of thing. And it is what it is. But hi, Jamie Minnick. Thanks for being here. Bill says most outdoor shows end after dark, and they can head to the Bell and the Bear. Thank you, Bill, for that.
Appreciate Tom says, Tom Parsons. Another reason why I like Tom.
Yeah, well, yeah, and that's something the band's got to realize too. But on the other side of it, the venue has to realize they loaded all that equipment in there. They've brought all their stuff, and now all of a sudden the weather killed us.
Well, that's different.
Somewhere we got to take care of people.
I think that's different. If they've already loaded everything in and everything like that, I think that's completely different. I'm talking about if it was right before they even came there.
Dave Wade, you're a good human. Thank you. That's good. Absolutely. All right. Well, we beat this horse to death, and we got to roll out of here in just a minute or two. So, Karis, I've got a little something special for you here at the end of the show. We love to do this, guys. Thank you for tuning in. And by the way, if you have a hot topic, please, what do you say, Karis? They need to do? Slide into our DMs.
Slide into my DMs.
And send us that hot topic, because we're running out of shit to talk about. Did I say that?
Well, that's good, Mike. See, Mike knows. Mike was saying they have a clause, but it's dependent on setup.
Right.
And I think that's fair.
Thank you, Glenn, for that. Cincy live and local and live. Thank you for that. All right, Karis, you ready? Let's do a little this or that. Are you ready for it?
I'm ready.
All right, let's get it started. Here we go. Today's this or that with Karis is TouchTunes or iTunes?
Oh, iTunes.
Okay.
Oh, wait. What?
TouchTunes or iTunes?
Like the jukebox?
Yeah.
I don't really care.
Oh, sorry. Yes. Steve's telling me to bleep myself. I did. You see, you're a bad influence on me.
Did you swear? I didn't even notice.
I threw the S word out. Yes.
Oh,
I went so many years in my career to where I couldn't swear in public, even though I wanted to. I had to. I'm just that way.
I don't even notice when people swear.
All right. One hypothetical question before I get into the rest of the this or that's. Would you listen to a song with terrible vocals but brilliant lyrics, or a song with amazing vocals and horrible lyrics?
Well, I love Bob Dylan.
That says it all. All right. Music with words or instrumentals?
Music with words.
Stones or Stone Temple Pilots?
Stones.
Listen to Justin Bieber or Nicki Minaj for 24 straight hours?
I'm just going to kill myself now.
All right. Beach Boys or Beastie Boys? That's a good one, isn't it?
Beastie Boys?
Okay. Apple or Android?
Apple.
Apple or orange?
Orange.
Broccoli or cauliflower?
Cauliflower.
Chicken or fish?
Fish.
Your peanut butter crunchy or smooth?
Smooth.
Bake a cake or buy a cake?
Buy a cake.
I knew that. Where's Mary when you need her, right? Spaghetti or sushi?
Sushi.
Share food or don't share food?
Fuck off now. You ain't touching my food.
I knew that was coming.
Yeah,
Television series or a movie?
A movie.
Board games or card games?
Card games.
Car or truck?
Truck.
Summer or winter?
Summer personal, winter business.
Okay. Escalate or de-escalate a situation?
Oh, de-escalate.
Victoria's Secret or Walmart undies?
I don't wear underwear.
You heard it here first, everybody. Late breaking news. Socks or barefoot?
My Birkenstocks, barefoot.
Speed or accuracy?
I'll take accuracy for certain things, speed for others.
Hit the gym or sleep in?
Hit the gym.
Plans or surprises?
Oh, don't fucking surprise me. Plans.
Road rage or no rage?
Oh, I've got the worst road rage ever.
You knew that was coming. Okay. And last but not least, if you can find a human at Kroger's, paper or plastic?
Okay, I'll say paper, but I prefer plastic.
Did you see Billy's comment? I'm loving life here.
Billy knows this all way too well.
Oh, Steve's laughing. Billy's laughing.
She knows my road rage.
Oh, my. And Kevin Cooper comes through with another comment there we got to look at. Thank you, Kevin Cooper.
Wait.
Topic for another day.
Tonight, but Ben will take 100% him and no. All right, relax. I'll give you money. Chill out.
Karis watch Beef on Netflix. Okay.
I will.
All right. Thank you, everybody. It's been a pleasure. I'm heading down to Mr. Burroughs Tavern. Well, I'll be giving you the Quiz-tastic Tuesday trivia night there.
Quiz-tastic.
With yours truly. And tomorrow, I'll be on here maybe about noon doing a whatever Wednesday, and then bringing you Heather's live tomorrow night with our debut of Name That Tune, which we're kicking off our summer season all the way through November. So thank you guys. Karis, what you got going on to tomorrow and Thursday? We know what Thursday is. What's going on tomorrow?
We have the lovely Rick Kern tomorrow at 7.
She is pretty.
She is such a pretty little fucker.
She's a hottie, let me tell you.
And then Thursday's the jam session, of course.
Butter and jam.
And then Brent James and the Vintage Youth on Friday, and the Gamut on Saturday. With the girls and I, we're heading to the M3 Festival this weekend.
Are you?
A little bit of business.
Good. Well, that sounds some fun. You have fun with that. I'll see you Thursday if you're there.
Yeah, I'll be there. Thanks,
That's
Dawn.
what's shaking. Yes, you do. Your hair's on point today, by the way. I'm just going to say that. We didn't do an extreme close-up too much of it, but there it is. Look at that, people. Love it. Hey, thanks for watching Hot Topic Tuesday. Again, send us your topics because we're running out of them, and we'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching today, everybody. We'll be back with you tomorrow live here at All Around Town Radio. Until then, Karis, I'm going to give you something to listen to. Hold on. Who should we listen to today? Let's listen to
somebody new. Sorry, Don. I automatically thought you were talking about mine. I guess Rick has good hair.
Hey, it's Steve from Mad Hatter. You're listening to All Around Town Radio with the illustrious Scott Hall.
Illustrious.
Hi, Steve. That was Steve.
Wasn't that good?
I love Steve, man.
Les Paul or Strat, Bob Weber. She's not going to answer that because she doesn't play guitar. All right, we're out of here. See you later. I don't know who I'm going to play today. I got nothing. We need more music. Send us your independent music, please. We'd love to have it.
Give me some Kevin McCoy.
Oh, you want to hear it?
Yeah.
All right, there we go. Kevin McCoy it is. We out of here. Steve said that freaked him out. Sorry, Steve.
You're in your own voice?
This is Kevin McCoy. It's available on Spotify and all your streaming services. This is called Blue Collar.
Got a long neck, got a paycheck, burning a hole in my pocket. Well, it's a Friday, I got my baby. Yeah, we're gonna smoke 'em if you
Love you, Jamie.
Did my 40 hours plus some OT. This one's going up to you and me.
Hey, Kevin.
Here's to the blue collar, the black collar, stretching that down working class. The tough snails, the rough tail.
Follow us on YouTube, people. Instagram. That's me and you, Karis.
That's us. Love us.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Give them some love, Karis.
I love you, everybody. Goodbye.
We out of here.
We off like a pro.